Ever since PlayStation announced that they would be halting production of discs for new games by 2028, a lot of people got really butthurt. PlayStation were getting non-stop, unwarranted backlash that was reaching even Spider-Man posts. As you can see, there's a post here by Sony saying 30 days for Spider-Man, and the top comment is just talking about the PlayStation stuff, 50k likes. You can even see the comments compared to likes here are pretty much neck and neck. And there's just a ton of stuff here about PlayStation, nothing about Spider-Man. So, the backlash got to the point where it was just being everywhere, not even just PlayStation. People were obviously trying to farm as many Twitter likes as they could off of this situation, which, I can't blame them too much. Anything negative about PlayStation in any way on Twitter during this time, even now, easy likes and attention and views. And obviously this became a pretty common trend on the PlayStation account itself, where it'd be tweeting posts right after this announcement where it'd be getting similar backlash even though it has nothing to do with it. Their next post after that, almost 8,000 likes, 24k comments, and this just kept on going. But then something quite interesting happened, because finally there was a saving grace that just proves how manufactured this hate train really is. And that's with the announcement of the new ports for Black Ops 1 and 2 on the PS4 and 5, which, guess what, is digital only. As you can see, the tweet is here, and it is the first tweet in a while where the likes actually went higher than the comments by quite a noticeable margin. But despite it being digital only and, everyone's so annoyed about that, they're still the highest selling games on the PlayStation Store currently, sitting in first and second place in the charts, with them even surpassing the GTA 6 pre-orders. This just shows how little people actually care about the cause against digital-only games, as only a couple weeks later, most are already back on the bandwagon like nothing happened. It's almost like people were getting mad at the wrong thing. Maybe they should be getting more mad at the type of games that are coming out and the games themselves, rather than the way they're coming out. Now, all this aside, I am really happy to see Black Ops 2 being released again. It's a game I played quite a lot growing up, and it's such a refreshing change after the many COD cash grabs that came out over the years that everyone would pretend to like, but no one actually did. But finally, we get the best Call of Duty of all time returning to current day. Black Ops 1, on the other hand, is super overrated. I don't really get the hype, I'm not gonna lie. It's super sluggish, the graphics are dated, the color is just way too grey and gloomy. Obviously the multiplayer is significantly worse than Black Ops 2 for a long list of reasons, but the story is at least only a little worse, so it had that going for it. But realistically, it shouldn't even be compared to the second game, and I feel like the only reason it's making an appearance here is because it would be a little weird to only port the sequel and not the original that paved the way for its existence. Kind of like a charity inclusion, I would say. But I will say, Black Ops 1 fans should be thankful the second is as amazing as it is, because if not, there is no chance in hell they would bother porting just the original. And I think the execution of the Black Ops 1 port kind of proves that point, as it has been implemented way worse than the sequel. I've seen avid BO1 fans complaining about the sniping specifically, saying that it replicates an early patch of the game where the sway was egregiously bad, but was quickly changed at the time due to the backlash they received. But for some reason they've opted to go for the earlier version that people hated at that time, while BO2 has a more updated patch that gives players a gameplay experience they'll be familiar with if they play the original. So clearly BO2 got more effort put into its port, which is to be expected. But like I said earlier, I'm not the biggest fan of BO1 anyway, so I don't really care. It's not like I was planning on buying it anyway, especially since BO2 is just the superior game. Still, it does suck for those few players that were wanting to play BO1 instead of 2. But anyway, to the main point of this video, I just want to make it clear that anyone who advocated strongly against PlayStation's decision with later disc production, just know that if you buy digital-only releases like these, you are a massive hypocrite and deserve to be ridiculed. But I bet you, all those creators talking about PlayStation in a negative light these past couple weeks will conveniently forget to mention anything about this, as they know the tide is turning. And if they say anything, it won't be the current general consensus, leaving them with less likes, and subscribers. I do also find it funny that despite Xbox buying Activision a while back, they actually haven't gotten this port, but PlayStation have. Meaning the only way you can play these games on Xbox is by playing them on the original hardware, or via the store by using backwards compatibility. But both these options give you worse versions, as the servers are either going to be non-existent because they're shut down, or full of hackers. Xbox just can't pass up an opportunity to screw over their player base, and it's so funny. Yeah, anyway, that is pretty much all I wanted to go over. I just wanted to talk about the hypocrisy, how quickly it's just backtracked. And now people are back on the digital-only bandwagon because Black Ops 1 and 2 are back. Honestly, I would respect PlayStation a lot if they just looked at all this backlash and they just decided to double down. Even do the digital-only stuff, like stop disc production early. Maybe even do it in 2027 instead of 8, just to annoy those people a wee bit more. You know, I think that would be kind of funny. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Like if you liked the video, and I guess I'll see you in another one.